Hello everyone, welcome to Vat Fashion's YouTube channel. My name is Eunice. So if today is your first time of stopping by my channel, welcome. Please consider to subscribe. This will actually help my channel grow and subscription is absolutely free. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much and welcome once again. So today's video is a continuation of my previous video. It's where I cut an off the shoulder gown. So I've already cut the upper part. So today we're going to be concentrating on the lower part. And this lower part is going to be a 180 flare. Okay, so I'm going to have two pieces of this 180 flare, which is a half circle. The front is going to be 180, the back is going to be 180. The reason for this split is because I'm going to have side pockets, okay? So to get started, I'm going to be dividing the waist circumference by 2. So the waist circumference of the client I'm working for is 36 inches. When divided by 2, that's 18. 18 now, and I'll go ahead to divide it by 3.14, which is our formula for cutting a flare of 180 degrees. Inches divided by 3.14. I'm making a 180 flare. This is how I came about my 3.14. We already know our pie chart formula. The formula we use for our circles, for our flare, is circumference equal to, for the 180 flare, is circumference equal to pi r. That is it. For 360, is circumference equals to 2 pi r. So this is for 180 degrees and this is for 360 degrees. And this pi r is 22/7. That's what this pi r stands for. So, and our circumference is 18 inches because I've divided it by 2 now. So that's 18 inches. So if I was doing that's just one piece of 180 flares, I'm going to be saying 36 equal to this. But now because I'm doing half of it, so that's 18. 18 equals to 2 pi, and then we're looking for r. Okay? So now, by the time we divide this by this, we're going to say 22 divided by 7. So it has given us 3.14. So, of course, this is an equal sign. So it has to come this way. So if it comes this way, that's 18 equal to 3.14 r. So now to leave r on its own, to find r, we have to bring this to this side. So it will now divide. When it cross multiplies, it will now divide the 18. So 3.14 divided by, when it comes to this side, it's going to be divided by 18. So we're going to say 18 divided by 3.14. So this is 5 inches. So that means the radius, meaning that r, which is radius, is now equals to 5.7. That's for a 180 flare. So of course 180 is half of 360. So that is why this one carries 2 and this one does not carry 2. I hope this I've been able to convince you, not confuse you. Okay, so we're looking for 5.7. So now, to determine the length of the flare I'm going to be cutting, I'm going to say my 5.7 plus that 28.5 that we earlier calculated as the length of the flare. So everything I have here now, that will be 28.5. So that means everything I'm looking for 34.2. So which is just 34.5. Let's say 34.5. So now I'm going to open my fabric and show us how to go about it. Opened. So now I'm going to measure my 34.5. Take note of where I'm placing my tape. I'm measuring my 34.5. So here's my 34.5. So I'll fold it over. By the time I fold over, so this is giving me another 34.5. Okay. So after folding my fabric into two like this, so I'll now fold it to form this triangle shape. Okay. So now I have my triangle shape. Yeah. So here we are now. So we'll go ahead to start marking our radius. So remember that I have the radius of 5.7, which is 5 3/4. So I'm going to mark my 5 3/4. On the tape, this is 5 3/4 here. Okay? So I'm going to mark my 5 3/4. So here is our 5 3/4. So now go ahead to mark the length of the flare. So we're looking for a length of 28 inches, 0.5. So I'm placing my tape from this part, that's from the radius downwards, to 28.5. So you want to just take it round and round till you get to the end. So here we are. These are measurements. So now take note. Can you see where the 25.5 is stopping? It's stopping at where this fabric stops under here. So you remember that this is what we used for our length. So you want to confirm this part. This is 25.5. So my hand shifted a little. It's supposed to stop exactly at where the fabric ends. So which is the length of that 28.5. So we'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'll be cutting out the radius here, and then we'll come here to cut out this side. This flare, this is the 180 flare. Can you see what we have? So now that is on fold, let's take the measurement of the radius here. This this formula gives you extra of 1 inch. Can you see? So now it has given me, remember that it was 18 inches we folded, so it has given me extra 1 inch, which is supposed to serve for my zip allowance or my side seam allowance. Remember, I'm cutting two, so that 1 inch will go and serve as my side seam allowance. So if you want to have up to 2 inches for your allowance, then you have to add 1 inch to that measurement. That's to the measure to your measurement, that's the waist measurement, before going ahead to divide it. So but in this case, I'm okay with this 1 inch. I'm going to use it that way. I'm going to cut the second piece. I'll be using this particular piece for my front piece. I'm going to cut the second piece. I'm going to need side seam allowance for the second piece, and I'm going to need my zip allowance on the second piece. Remember that the back is going to have a zip allowance and then of course a side seam allowance. So in this case, I'm going to place this. It's already very easy because I've cut out this already. So it's just going to be easy for me to add extra 1 inch, which is going to be my zip allowance. So I'll place my fabric and show us how I'm going to add it. Can you see how I placed my fabric? I opened the flare. Instead of folding it into four, I opened it. So on this part, I've added my zip allowance of 1 inch here. So can you see, this is just a very easy way. Can you see that it has saved my fabric? So by the time when you fold into four, it's likely to consume more fabric. But now that it's open, I'm seeing everywhere, so I can manage my material very well. But if you want to recut it like we did for the first one, I already explained, add 1 inch to your measurement so that it gives you your zip allowance. That's it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So I have my zip allowance. So this one I'm cutting out now is the back piece. But our two front our back pieces, we have the front and now we have the back. So I'll come here now. This is center front, so automatically this makes this part the center back. So here is now going to be our sides. So I'll come here and slash this part open, because here this is where my zip allowance is. So now you can go ahead and cut out your lining, which is what I'll be doing because I'm going to be lining the flare. But the lining is going to be shorter than it. So I'm going to make this lining like 5 or 6 inches shorter than the main flare. So this is how to cut your 180 flare. So let me open this. I've shown us the front already. So this is our back. It's slashed open. So this is the center back, and this is the other side. Okay, so this way we'll be joining our zip. I hope you enjoyed making this tutorial with me. Kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.